Good afternoon, it's me, Mrs. Achari. I'm just here this afternoon to make a short video for you to help you remember about an activity that we did in class before school closed that was helpful to us in writing our numbers from 1 through 20 in a fluent way. So what I mean by that is we want to be able to write our numbers from 1 to 20 fluently. Just like when we read, we want to be able to read fluently. We also want to be able to do this with our number writing. We should be able to fluently write them in a smooth way without stopping until we get to 20, and it really shouldn't take us very long. So the activity that I'm going to remind you about is our 30-second timing that we were doing. So if you remember, Mrs. Achari would set a timer for 30 seconds, and you would have 30 seconds to write as many of the numbers from 1 through 20 in the correct order as you could until the timer came up. And how we would do this was we had our piece of paper that we folded into 4 spots. So we folded it, and then when we opened it up, we had 4 different places for our number writing. And actually, it's 8 different places. You could do one day on one side, and then the next day you could do it on the other side. So after we got our paper folded, of course, you would write your name. And then I would set the timer for 30 seconds, and I would say ready, set, go, and you would get started on your number writing. When we finished, I was having you look at 2 things. The first thing I was having you look at is what number did you end on, and you would circle it. So if you ended on 15, you would circle the number 15, and in your brain, you would be making a goal for yourself. Maybe next time I want to get to 16, or maybe next time I want to get to 17. So you're going to try to make a goal for yourself. The other thing I wanted you to be looking at was how neat you are writing your numbers. If they weren't very neat, your goal might be that you want to get to 15 again, but you want them to be a little bit neater. And if they are really neat, then you just want to keep making that goal to get to a higher number each time. So, as I said before, I'll go through the steps with you again of how to do this activity. Number 1, fold a paper into 4 sections. Number 2, have somebody time you for 30 seconds. This is actually something that you guys can do too if someone has an iPad or a phone, or you can use the timer on, maybe you have like a timer that you can turn, anything that you can use that can time you for 30 seconds. And then after you set your timer, you say ready, set, go, and get started. And you're going to write as many numbers as you can, 1 through 20, before the timer comes up. I am going to do one set with you today. So if you have your paper and your pencil ready, you can do it with me right now. And of course, if you don't, you can always pause it, or you can come back to this video anytime that you want to remind you how to do this activity. All right, so I'm going to set my 30-second timer right now. Okay, are you ready? I'll do it with you too, just for fun. Okay, let's see. Ready, set, go. Okay, so I'm going to circle the number I ended on. I got to 27, and it looks pretty neat. So I'm thinking that my goal for next time is that I want to maybe get one more number, get one higher, and maybe next time I want to get to 28. So I want you to take a look at the number that you got to, check to make sure your numbers look neat, and then make a goal for yourself. And this is just a little quick activity that you can do. You can do it a couple of times a day. It won't take you that long, and it will just help you improve and keep you practicing on your number writing fluency from 1 to 20. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy number writing!